What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about 3 stocks to add to your watch list for this upcoming week that could have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off with economic data, it's going to be a fairly quiet week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there isn't really anything to kind of talk on that could help the broader market in a very symbolic way. Thursday, there is GDP, and based on the forecast, it already looks like it is fairly positive. And then on Friday, there is PCE. So in reality, I do feel like the negative sentiment from last week is going to roll over into this week, causing a little bit more of a downtrend up until GDP. As far as companies unveiling their earnings, there isn't really anything to talk on. Maybe Costco and Nike might be some pretty big ones. But other than that, though, I think it might be a fairly quiet week as far as this. So once again, I do feel that the broader market might continue to sell off. There might be a relief rally temporarily on Monday, but generally the trend has been set up until GDP. And of course, if positive data does come out, that might have shorts on edge a little bit. But once again, getting into the 3 stocks, not in any particular order whatsoever. First one being right here. So ticker is SLI, Standard Lithium Limited. So based on Friday, it did go up 1.4% over the last 1 year, down 38.38%, and year to date it is up 1.76%. Just on a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as press releases, SEC filings, transcripts, everything under the sun, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. I do have a 7-day free trial for you guys in the description below. But when it comes down to the company, it's actually been holding up fairly well. And even if you kind of look at the underlying asset that really drives it, lithium, it has gone down quite a lot, but yet the stock has actually maintained its price. So this is where I do feel with positive GDP numbers, this one could have a very good squeeze. And this company definitely is far from the most heavily shorted stocks. But as far as what is on loan versus what the actual short interest is, and how there is most likely an indication that there is some small level of naked shorting, I do feel that this could have a very good squeeze. So I think out of anything, this definitely has a good fundamental base for the operations. So it's a nice change of events when it comes down to that. But short score is currently 88, utilization is 90.49%. And as far as this, the percentage free float on loan is 7.92%, and the estimated short interest is 6.91. So most likely there is a fair indication that there is some naked shorting happening. On Friday, shorts did return 203,000 shares, 9.84 million shares overall are being shorted. And looking at cost to borrow average is 35.33%. So on paper, this definitely does have everything to have a good squeeze. Like I mentioned, it's not the most heavily shorted stock, especially only having around the 6% short interest. But the fact that it's very overextended, that's what it kind of comes off as. And as well, looking here, Interactive Broker short availability does only show 100,000 shares available to be shorted. So once again, shorts are running out of ammunition, and shorts already based on this play seem to be overextended. So once again, this one could be a very good squeeze play. And plus, keep in mind, the whole EV sector, which is very linked to lithium, definitely has gone down quite a lot over the last, month essentially. So when it comes down to the whole EV market rallying, this company will piggyback off of that as well. And that might be a good transition for the next company. Fisker, tickers FSR. So over the last 1 year, down 29%, year to date, down 18%. And based on Friday, it did get hammered, down 5.85%. And as you can even see, like I mentioned, the whole EV sector has pulled back quite a lot over the last 2-3 weeks. So it did have a high of around $7. And as you can see, now $5.63. But when it comes down to this company, this is getting completely pounded by shorts. Short score is currently 93. Utilization is 95.65%. Percentage free float on loan is 59.3%, and the estimated short interest is 44.46%. So very, very high. And when it comes down to it, shorts did return 108,000 shares on Friday. But overall, 83.24 million shares overall are being shorted. And cost to borrow average is 25.57%. And similarly, looking at this, there's only 1 million shares available essentially to be shorted. So not really that much ammunition once again for shorts to really double down essentially if they wanted to. So let me know your thoughts on this company in the comments below. Also, on a side note, if you are having any questions about any of this information, let me know in the comments below. I can definitely address that. But moving on to stock number 3 is Upstart. So ticker is UPST, so fintech. Based on Friday, it did go down 1.99%. Over the last 1 year, 24.59%, and over the last year to date, essentially, this one's doing fairly well in comparison to the other stocks, 105.97% in the green. But despite that though, shorts are very much in this company. So I'll give you an overview. So short score is currently 70, utilization is 77.44, and looking right here, the percentage free float on loan is 36.33, but yet the estimated short interest is 35.86. So similar to the very first company, there is a very good indication that there is naked shorting happening with this company. So kind of high, kind of extreme, in my opinion. Based on Friday, shorts did increase 378,000 shares, only 750,000 shares available essentially to be shorted. So once again, kind of running out of limited supply. 36.39% of the free float being shorted, and 26.22 million shares overall being shorted. The only thing that's really low in this is the cost to borrow, but in reality, definitely shorts are overextended when it comes down to this. So going back over here, if there is good GDP numbers coming out on Thursday based on their forecast, there is going to be. So if that is the case, then a lot of these 3 companies, so Fisker, Upstart, and ticker is SLI, so Standard Lithium, could have a very good squeeze. So let me know your thoughts on these 3 stocks, and if there's any others that is and could have a good squeeze, throw them in the comments below. But if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And take advantage of promos such as this, only a couple days left up until September the 30th. Sign up for an account with MULN, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock can be valued up to $2,000, so this is one of the best deals that you can get in the market. Like I said, only up until September the 30th. Link in the description below and also the comments. And with that said, appreciate you all watching. Let's all make a lot of money on any squeeze stock that floats your boat.